kind introduction. You know, the organizers here at CPAC tell me you've had the opportunity to sign up to hear over 70 political speeches over 3 days. You know, if I were offered a choice to hear 70 political speeches or undergo waterboarding, well, I might have to think about that. As many of you know, and as you just heard, I had the chance to come a few days ago to Washington, D.C. to participate in the annual Gridiron Dinner. It was an opportunity for me to outdo the president in a speaking contest, you know, kind of like I did with the State of the Union response a few years ago in 2009. Fortunately for me, though, I caught a break this time. It's my understanding that Chuck Hagel prepared the president for his remarks this time. Before I get started today, and I do want to talk to you more seriously about where we need to go as a conservative movement, I thought before I got started I'd share with you just a few of the jokes I shared with the president and the crowd that night, just to have a little fun before we get started. You've heard enough political speeches, so I thought maybe a couple of lighter moments before we get started. You know, the Gridiron Dinner, of course, is a night for the Washington Press Corps and the president to kick back. Nice night to share a few laughs, not take things seriously, just generally enjoy each other's company. Kind of like the president's interview on 60 Minutes the other night. You know, the Gridiron Dinner used to be known as the night the media and administration set aside their differences. Back in the good old days when they actually had differences. I told the president, I want to be clear, I've got no plans to run for president. I mean, come on. What chance does a skinny guy with a dark complexion and a funny name have to get elected president of the United States? The honest truth is, I am too skinny to run for president of the United States. At least that's what my friend Chris Christie tells me all the time. Now, y'all may not realize this, but the president and I, we had the exact same campaign slogan a few years ago. Unfortunately, UPS sued both of us and stopped us from using the slogan. You remember what it was. What can Brown do for you? Speaking of Brown, I was hoping on this trip to see my good friend John Boehner while I was up here. I see that Mark Sanford is running for office again. You know, Mark is so committed to outsourcing, he even shipped his wife's job overseas. It's great to see the new senator from Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren. My staff tells me we've got a lot in common. From one Indian politician to another, I want to wish her the best in the United States Senate. You know, I understand because of the sequester, the President's Secret Service detail is being replaced by Joe Biden with a shotgun. I actually ran into Joe Biden earlier today. I'm not sure he recognized me, though. He asked me to go get him a Slurpee. I see Eric Holder's here with us tonight. You know, I actually heard a rumor that due to sequestration, the Attorney General can only afford to ship a couple of hundred illegal guns across the border this year. Mr. President, I want to commend you on your inspired choice for Secretary of State. Somebody whose integrity and experience informed the world of your administration's seriousness and depth. Let's all give Dennis Rodman a great round of applause. Speaking of athletes, I saw that the president went golfing with Tiger Woods recently. Tiger reportedly said this about the president, that he had, and I quote, amazing touch. The last time Tiger said that, he lost millions in endorsement and a hot Swedish wife. People say that the president and I both have trouble laughing at ourselves. We can't laugh at ourselves. That would be racist. This might surprise you. I'm actually looking forward to President Obama's second term. It'll be refreshing to hear him stop blaming all of our country's problems on the last 4 years. All right, that's enough with the jokes. I want to switch to some more serious lines. I just thought you might need a short break from all the serious speeches. I want to talk to you today about something I believe is critical for the success not only of the Republican Party, but also the conservative movement. You know, after losing 2 presidential elections in a row, now is certainly the time for some candid discussion. First, radical